I'm not gullible if I say really. Is that true?
No, I think you're just wanting to have a laugh.
Okay, so I am gullible. Okay, just making sure.
But you know why? I don't even know if you are gullible because it sounds like one to me. I don't know.
It sounded like it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been. Who knows? I wasn't alive then. Oh, yes, I was, but I didn't know who the Emperor of Rome was. So below the clavicle and then out laterally, and just before the joint.
Yeah.
And what you're going to feel is a little dip in the musculature. If you're palpating just immediately distal of the clavicle and working out lateral, before you get to the joint, you'll feel a little dip. You have to say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel a dip.
You feel a dip?
Dip.
It's pretty lateral, right before the joint, just below the clavicle. Now feel? Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is lung 2. Okay, lung 1 starts a finger width immediately below it, in between the rib. So if you press in there somewhere, that's the beginning of lung 1. And it's always good to do these on yourself. So not only you get the general location, but you know what it feels like, the area. Lung 1. And then lung 1 comes up like this, over the deltoid, and it goes in between the bicep and the tricep on the thumb side. So if you have your hand like this, lung meridian, and it comes just on the inside of what? Brachioradialis. See the contour here? This is brachioradialis, just on the inside of the muscle border. And then it takes you right to the wrist crease. So find yourself here at the wrist crease. And just below, again, the thenar eminence, in line with the thumb, at the end of the wrist crease, you'll feel a little indentation. And here, let's do this. Now, if you feel it, say something.
Right.
Yeah?
Is it right below the clavicle? Or not clavicle, carpal bones.
Yeah.
Okay.
But right now, you need to be a little higher. You have to be at the end of the wrist crease, like this. And if you go like this, and bring it back,
oh, there we go.
indentation. This is the source point, or the balancing point, for the lung meridian. And if you exert pressure towards the base a little bit, you'll feel a little dull ache, if you're in the right place. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Cool. So, and then it comes right through the thenar eminence and ends at the lower corner of the nail of the thumb. So this is the pathway of lung meridian. Anything like this is a stretch for the lung meridian. Helping even the chi in the lung meridian is then you would thumb. You could thumb the channel, right? Makes more an impression on the meridian. And then the source point always work because it brings balance to the chi. If it's depleted or excessive, it helps balance it because it's connected to the source, to the kidneys. Working here. So, you know, somebody, like we mentioned, what are some of the things that are associated functionally with the lungs?
Respiration, breath, prevents cold and flus.
Okay, so these things you could use either as an adjunct to how the client is feeling already, right? Or you could do this as a preventative thing too, right? So for cold seasons or so. But also too, emotionally, what is my voice got emotionally? What is the emotion associated with love? Sorry? Grief, right? And also that sense of letting go in general, right? So this is the dynamic of yin and yang. It's like a lung is a yin meridian, and yin has to do with the creation of things, right?
Wait, lung and yin? I thought it moved down.
Anatomical position. Yourself.
The lung is a, you said a yin?
Because in the diagrams, the hand was like this
I
and
know.
the air was
got
coming
confused
out.
about that one too.
All right, I know, but there's a lot of information in that manual. Like if you went to the 5 elements, like I suggested, it's all listed right there. It tells what type the
I
meridian is.
did, but then I couldn't.
Yeah, you know why, Linda? Because of this. This is the anatomical position. So the yin meridians of the arm, lung, pericardium, and heart in the anatomical position, and they all start here in the chest and go through the arm and end in the hand. Yin. So then this position then also with the hand up, yang, which starts in the hand, comes down. So that's how that is.
Keep mixing up these anatomical positions. I'm sure you
Yeah, and then you have to be acclimated to it because then that's your reference point, So, I mean, look, even these charts I got from China. Down. Okay? It's that guy. Yeah, he's sort of in between. He's up and down. So,
Is our
it is a little
Minneapolis.
confusing, but that's the idea. So, what else do we know or would like to know about lungs? So, we know location, we know some of the functionality, we know the emotion, which again was what?
Grief.
Okay, and to express that grief,
letting go.
letting go. So this is the dynamic between the yin and yang. The yin lung creates that emotion and allows you to be aware that you have capability of this emotion. The yang aspect of it allows you the opportunity to express, right? Because that's action. So the yin is taking the experience in, the energy in that you give it, and allows you to have that emotion. It's like here, it's like a gift. You can have this emotion. And then the yang says, let me express that emotion, so then it goes out. So that's the dynamic of something, taking in to create, and then yang expressing.
And that's why the yin and yang work together with the lung and large intestine?
That's it. That's the dynamic of it.